The key to becoming a winning poker player is learning the fundamentals and making sure that your technical game is sound. Once you become a winning player in smaller games, you'll need to make some adjustments to your game in order to compete at higher levels. While a straightforward ABC strategy will work against novice to average players, in order to compete against more perceptive players, you'll have to add a few wrinkles to your game so that your opponents can't easily get a read on you. First, try slow playing aces sometimes. You can slow play aces several ways and make this an effective play from time to time. One way to do this is just to limp in. Limping in usually signifies a weaker hand like, 8-9 suited or pocket threes. By limping in with aces sometimes, you might entice another player to raise before the flop since he may figure you for a weaker hand. At that point, you can back raise before the flop, or you could even continue to slow play the hand until the flop hits. Another tricky way to play aces is to just call an opponent's raise before the flop. Since your opponent and the other players at the table figure that you would likely re-raise with aces, smooth calling helps to disguise your hand. Try raising with suited connectors from early position sometimes. A raise from early position usually signifies a very strong hand. When a good player raises from early position, it's usually correct to assume that he's aware that he should have a better hand to open from early position, so you should fold hands like king-jack or king-queen versus an early position raise. The good news is that even if you get caught raising with one of these hands from early position, that should help you get more action when you do raise with strong hands from early position. See, your opponents will always be wondering if it's ace-king you have, or could it be the 4-5 of hearts this time. Next, don't be afraid to show an occasional bluff. You want to be careful about ever giving your opponents free information, but if your table is caught on to the fact that you're playing tight, aggressive poker, it might be a good idea to show them a well-timed bluff. That will keep them guessing, and it should allow you to go back to playing a more straightforward style. Mixing up your play is an inexact science. It's hard to know when the right time to throw in a variation play is, but as you get more comfortable doing it, it'll be easier to spot the best situations to try it. Having said that, you want to be very careful not to overdo it. Variation plays are most effective when you sell them.